So this is a monocular. It would normally cost $20 to purchase. I received it to review for free. So I specifically chose to review this because the claims seemed so fantastic on it. Because the seller says that this guy has 80x magnification and a 100mm objective lens, which is obviously incorrect given the size, because that's about 100mm there. So this looks to be a relatively generic monocular. Has a dust cover there that comes off. This one's attached. And the objective lens is not 100mm. In actual size, the absolute maximum light that could get in here is about 42. That's to the plastic there, so somewhere, say 42 to be generous. So it's not even a 50mm, say a 42mm lens there. And it has a relatively large exit pupil, so there is no way that this would give you 80x magnification. Now it does say 80x100 here, but that is just incorrect. So it has a pop-out, roll-out eye protection or eye relief here. So if you're wearing it with glasses, you can leave it like this. If you're not, you can pull it out and get your either eye distance apart. There's a rotating knob here, and I'm not sure. It looks like that knob is doing maybe a dipolar adjustment, or maybe it's just rotating this thing in and out in a different direction. Not sure what that rotating knob does. There is also a focuser up here, which will go back and forth. So, does not meet the advertised specifications at all. Let's see what it does do. So the exit pupil here looks to be about 4mm, 4.3mm. Let's just round that down to 4.2mm, which would give us an actual magnification of 10x, which is reasonable for something this size. So it goes from 42 down to 4.2, 10x magnification. Now, in addition to the actual monocular itself, you do get some accessories. So we have kind of a wrist strap here, we have a fold-out plastic tripod there, and we have a cell phone camera mount that will plug into the end of this thing and allow you to take pictures with your cell phone. Okay, so the image quality isn't very great. There's lots of fringing around the edges. The center of the image is reasonable. You can see things with it. One thing that's annoying, this guy turns relatively easily if you're using your other hand to do it, but the knob kind of rubs against one side of this plastic here. It's not quite centered. So if you're holding it with one hand and you're going that way, it focuses fine. If you pull it this way, the act of pulling it that way pulls it into this thing here, and it's hard to turn. You can do it if you put some effort into it and really push down, but it's not very smooth. So it's actually easier to hold it in one hand and turn this with the other hand. So the focuser is not, it works, but it's not very easy to use one-handed. You know, this is a very inexpensive device, especially considering you're getting, you know, plastic peripherals with it. It's about worth the low price you pay for it, almost, but I think you could get a better image quality if you found one without the peripherals. There's lots of monoculars like this that have, I've seen some that have better image quality in a similar price point. They may or may not include the peripherals, but unless you really want these peripherals, I think you probably want to just buy a different product. I don't really recommend this one.